That's a good one. Stay away. Oh my gosh. Good morning, fishing friends. I am getting the boat loaded. Getting ready to get on the water and do some fishing. A little bit later than I wanted to this morning. It's all right. Slept in more. Listening to some Ronnie James Dio on the way over. So it's been a good morning. Hopefully we can still get on some top water this morning. If not, I've got a few other things loaded up. Hopefully we can get a bite. So let's get this boat launched, start fishing. All right, well, probably not a surprise for all of you, but there's a little bit of scum here. I think I might have to try throwing the frog over here first. Oh, that's thick. There we go. Yes, by the wood pile. First one of the morning. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. First one of the morning, right there by the wood pile. Wasn't even watching. Stay away. Oh my gosh. That's a real good fish. Hiding on that wood pile. Oh, pulling drag. Trying to pull drag on my frog rod. That's a good fish. Oh, good fish in the morning. Do not come off trying to go under the boat. Oh, real good fish. No, stay down. Oh, wow. Boat flip. Oh, are you kidding? First fish of the morning? Holy smokes. Popping perch. Completely gone. Wow. First fish of the morning might be a 5. What a way to get dialed in this morning. Gosh, look at that. That popping perch is completely gone in there. Those hooks are good. I am a big fan. Whew, let's get a weight on this big girl. Let's get a weight and get her back in. Was not ready for that. Wasn't expecting it. I was looking ahead, trying to figure out where I was going to be going. Decided to hit this little isolated wood. There we go. 5 on the nose. It looked like a 5. There it is. All right. 5-pounder. First fish of the morning. Whew. All right. Well, how freaking awesome is that? A 5er to start the day. All right, big girl. I don't want to tip my jumbo here. There you go, big head. Ooh, she was ready. All right, well, that's one way to set the bar high starting out in the morning. Completely scared the heck out of me. That's the way it is. That's the way topwater always goes. You want to get topwater bite? Can't be paying attention. Love frogging. Love it. If I could do it all day, every day, I would. Get big bites like that. Big blow-ups. Choo. And this is my favorite, absolute favorite. There's a little bit of fog on the water. Air temperature is cooler than the water. You get a little bit of that fog coming off of it. Oh my gosh, what a rush. Little guy. Number 2 on the day. That's quite a difference. Quite a difference going from that first fish to this one, but hey, it's still a frog fish. I hooked him in like the side of the mouth. He got it all weird and such. There we go. All right, well, number 2, a little bit different than number 1, but hey, wouldn't be DEBO'S fishing without a Debo dink. There we go. Number 2. Get back in there. All right, well, the bite has definitely slowed down. I'm gonna try tossing a worm. Big old worm like this is a great way to get a bite in the summer. Let's see if there's anything hiding out around this wood. Dragging the worm around it. The bad part is this wind's gonna blow me all over in this little boat. Just gonna try throwing at some of the edges of this scum. There's some wood mixed around. There's one. Oh, look at that. Well, that was definitely a fish, I'd say. Took the whole half my worm. Well, hopefully I still have some of those in here. Now, do I have any more of those? Took a bunch of stuff out. Now that, oh, right on top. Oh yeah. You know, I had taken some stuff out the other day. That's what we're working with. That's the old monster in Blackberry. Black with the purple flake. Oh, love it. There's a fish. Very edge of that. All right, well, there you go. Folks don't need to be afraid to fish the 10-inch worm. Look at that. 10-inch worm. That fish is about the same size as that worm. That fish is barely over 10 inches. That's why y'all don't need to be afraid to fish a big worm like this. Even little tiny Debo dinks like that'll eat it. Get back in there, fella. All right, well, one on the day on the worm. Had to switch up, and that's a good sign. That was just a few pitches around a piece of wood here. Already got a bite. Looks like there's a number of pieces of wood that are over here laying down. Try dragging the worm around this stuff. All right, let's try to find some more wood. Pitch to some more of this, see if we can find some more fish. That is the plan. All right, slight change up. Gonna try hitting this little spillway spot before I move. Just see if anything will eat a crankbait. Worth a shot, I figure, right? Anything want to eat the old Squarebill. There's one. All right, made a little switch. Switched over to the Squarebill. He's definitely not big, but that is a fish. Found a little fella. Not the size we're looking for, but that's a fish on the Squarebill. We'll take it. Number one on the little Berkley pit bull. Get back in there, go grow. All right, any more? Any more on this old Squarebill? Well, kind of been a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I was confident in the frog this morning. Frog bite shut off. Was throwing the big 10-inch worm at some wood. I think I might need to move around, see if I can find some more of that on the other side. The other side shaded with some wood, so we're gonna try hitting that too. See if we can find a few more on the worm, but wanted to hit this little bit steeper side over here by this little spillway. See if we could find a few on the old Squarebill. There's one. Oh man, another Brutus. Another absolute Brutus. There we go. Well, the old crankbait is catching absolute toads back here. Goodness gracious, this is turning more and more into a Debo dink fest. What happened? This morning we started out so good, and this afternoon just kind of cooled off. All right, another little guy on the crankbait. But at least that's a sign, getting some bites back here, I guess. If only we could be finding something a little bit bigger than that. Huh, well, little guys back here find the crankbait appetizing. Any big ones back here with them? That's the question. There's another one. All right, well, guess we found a stack of little fellas. Tell he's not a big one again. Not a big one again. Ooh, he's pulling like he's trying to be big. Get up here, little guy. Look at that one. Another absolute toad. Debo, how do you catch these fish that are so big? There we go. Number what, 3 here? All right, well, that was back-to-back casts. Little tiny fish. Maybe where there's some tiny fish, there's some bigger ones with them back here. All right, let's go through that big worm with some brush and stumps and such in the shade. See if we can find any big ones hiding over there. Gotta be some around here, right? Stump or something here, I see. Probably pitch to it. See if anything's on it. Nothing. There's a fish. Oh, little guy. Little fella. All right, well, another one on the 10-inch worm. Proof for all you that don't like throwing a larger worm that those little guys will eat it too. All right, there we go. Man, another little tiny guy. I don't think after that first fish, I don't think any of these have even been over a pound. There we go, the big worm, right off the dock. Nice. That's another good fish. There we go. There we go. All right, another good one on the day. Thanks. Yeah, pretty good one. Good for here anyway. Kind of slows down, you know, summer, so.
Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago.
That's awesome. Well, good luck. Hopefully you keep on them.
I don't usually, I got a little digital scale and I never use it, so we put it on one. Well, it said like 1.9.
All right, well, there we go. Another decent fish for the day. Finally, we've been catching a bunch of little ones, but there we go. That one's probably, I don't know, maybe a 3. Decent for here. Let this gal go. She's off. All right. There's one. Oh man, another toad. Well, not as big as the last one we caught on the worm, but it's another fish. All right, there we go. Today, the deal was starting with, man, look at that hook set. Starting with the frog this morning, moved over to the worm, figured that might get us some bites, and it has. That's been a good producer for us. A little fella like that needs to do some growing, but the old worm's been a producer. When it gets real hot in the summer like this, throwing a big worm, tossing it around wood, you know, toss it around grass lines, vegetation lines, anything like that will usually get you a few bites. There's a little bit of vegetation up here. I'm tossing it around. We got one more there. All right, fishing friends, I'm gonna call it a day. Done getting off the water, unpacking the old boat here. Man, this thing is a sturdy piece of work. Beautiful it is not, but it got me off the bank. And as you can see, got a nice 5-pounder at the beginning of the day. Had I been on the bank, I couldn't reach that. I wouldn't have got that fish. Frog bite slowed down a little bit. That's okay. I was excited, hoping we'd get on some more, but we didn't. One, at least it was a good one. Switched over, started throwing the big worm. Man, in the summertime like this, the big worm is absolutely killer. That was the 10-inch zoom old monster in the blackberry color, one of my favorites. So don't be afraid to throw the large worm. You know, right now in summertime, those bass are looking for a big meal. That big 10-inch worm does a good job. All right, but enough of me yapping. I'm getting out of here. Hope you all enjoyed. Till next time for more adventures on the boat. That playing right in my outro. Whatever. Till next time.